official drivers' press conference ahead of the second Beijing e-prix. I'll introduce our panel on stage, starting from left to right. Alain Prost, the co-founder of Renault E-Lamps, Lucas di Grassi of Audi Sports, Nelson Piquet, Next EV TCR, Jacques Villeneuve of Venturi, and Stephen Liu, CEO of Next EV TCR. We'll start with Nelson, the reigning Formula E champion. So you come into this race as the man to beat, the number one, the title on your back. How confident are you of retaining your title?
Well, good afternoon. I must say I'm more confident than I was in the beginning of last year, that's for sure. Beginning of last year, I didn't even have a contract to do the full year, so it's a very different position we are now. But compared to the end of last season, I'm not going to say that we think we can win the championship. We're going to hope for the best. It's very hard to say in what kind of level compared to the other teams we are. We didn't have a great Donington test, but previous to that, we had a good Spain test. The important key is, regardless of what happens this weekend in terms of performance, we just have to stick together, work hard, and this is a long-term plan. Season 3 is coming in 4. We're already designing and modifying things for this third season, and then regulations start changing slightly, for the other years. So the important is to keep, the key group of guys that worked very well with me last year. That I trust them, they trust me, and just keep forward. I think that's on the long term. That's how you succeed. We only signed a manufacturer halfway through last year. And a lot of teams already had manufacturers since before the season, even the first season even started. So we are, I would say, maybe in some ways a few steps back, but still managed to win the championship, and I think that was the most important. So maybe we have a little bit of catching up to do this year, but we're going to work hard, and as long as we stick together and don't get too frustrated with each other if things don't go the way we want to, I think that's going to be the hard part and the important part.
So you're currently having won the race for a team that used to be known as Team China. What's the reaction been like to you with that having been the champion?
It's been great all over the world. A lot of people recognizing the championship, and it's been good to see from the beginning of the season to the end how much everybody started to follow the whole series and really recognize it and really give it a lot of credit for what it is, for the level of drivers that are involved, for the level of manufacturers, teams, and everything. So it's been really good at the end. Obviously winning the championship has been it's a great feeling. It's been a long time since I haven't won a championship, so it's always, every driver always dreams in winning a main championship like that.
Thank you very much, and good luck for tomorrow. So Lucas, this time last year you were the race winner. How optimistic are you that you can repeat this feat tomorrow?
Well, I have to start saying that the championship last year was amazing. Everybody did a fantastic job, and it's you can see that it's such an improvement from everyone to be here on the second season. Donington was already completely different. Now we have different cars, different technologies, different concepts. So it's extremely hard to predict how it's going to shape up. The focus is to do the best we can to focus on optimizing the performance of the car, the same as what we did in Donington, trying to extract the most out of the car and try to get the best result. If the best result is a win, we'll be very pleased. If the best result is anywhere, we actually will be very pleased, and we have to work hard to make sure that we manage to get the whole season in a good way. I think that's the key point. I think consistency again will play a big role. Reliability for everyone will play a big role. Performance on one side, which concept delivers a very good performance but not very good efficiency, which team is doing a good job. So at the moment there is more unknowns, I think, than last year even. Last year everybody had the same hardware. On our side we are very confident, but competition is tough, and we're gonna work as hard as we can.
There's been a small change to the track from last year with the removal of the chicane after turn 2. How do you think that's going to impact the car in terms of the energy use and recovery?
We don't have the first chicane, which we had last year. chicane 2 last year with now chicane 1 is much tighter than last year. So we have a slightly different track. That means, well, less chicanes means less energy consumption. So you spend more time at high speed, you don't need to brake and accelerate. And it creates a very nice overtaking point, which you have a long straight, you can slipstream, you can basically overtake. So I think that the track changes were very positive for everyone. The race is 1 lap longer, but at the same time we are allowed to use another 20 kilowatt more power in the race. So that means that there will be a very different race strategy comparing last year that we were only with 150 kilowatt allowance. How this will play on depends a lot on safety cars. Now we have a new procedure called full course yellow, and a lot of other points. But again, we will only know who has the best efficient package in the race. But for sure, all the improvements, not only on track, I think on everything else, Formula E has stepped up very much from season 1, and very proud to be here now, to be starting a new season completely fresh.
Thank you and good luck for it.